All right, everyone, here's our individual project breakdown that I have created for you. There were some questions from a few students as to what exactly the individual projects entailed. Um, I think once you get inside, you open the project, you actually see. But just to make this easier for everyone, I've created this video. So you can refer to it as often as you need to. You're going to go inside of the individual project folder in our course room, and when you click inside, you'll see that it's a connect assignment. And what I've done is, this is the first time I've done this. I haven't, done it before, so there's no reference point. But I selected 5 manager hot seat videos, and each of those videos have multiple choice questions associated with them. So there's a total of 23 questions that you have to answer. In addition to that, you have to submit a typewritten essay. And that essay is going to be graded manually. I have to read each essay separately. And so you'll be able to see the initial scores from your multiple choice questions, but you'll have to wait for the essay score. That'll come afterwards. Points possible there for each of the multiple choice questions, with the exception of one. All of the other questions are worth 2 points each. One question is worth 1 point, and I will share with you in what section that is. The essay is worth 30 points, and as I said earlier, I'll be manually scoring those. So it'll be delayed by 1 or more days. Your essay will be graded on the content, length, spelling, grammar, punctuation, formatting, and how well you followed instructions. There's a total of 75 points that this project is worth. There are no resubmissions or makeup options for this project. Once you submit it, it's in. It's due no later than the 29th of November at 11:59 p.m. You will notice that the connect date inside the course room may still show December 5th, but once you enter the project, you'll see that it shows the date of November 29th. I recommend that you actually try to begin the multiple choice work sooner than later, because you do have to watch those videos. Please don't just try to jump into the multiple choice questions and without watching the videos. It just defeats the purpose. As I mentioned earlier, there are 5 videos. There's an ethics video that has 5 multiple choice questions worth a total of 10 points. A whistleblower video with 4 multiple choice questions worth 7 points. A workplace aggression video that has 3 multiple choice questions worth 6 points total. A change in the workplace video that addresses how people struggle with change. There's 6 multiple choice questions worth a total of 12 points. And then there's a video on leadership worth 10 points. There are a total of 5 multiple choice questions. Your essay is going to have you take into consideration the videos that you've watched and the questions that you just received in the after watching the videos, the multiple choice, and all that you've read in chapters 1 to 19 of your textbook. And as well as what you learned from my weekly lectures, because as you know, there's certain elements that I incorporate in the lectures that may not be in the textbook. So first things first, you would be reflecting on what you had learned so far in this class about yourself, personally and professionally. Then you would answer, what did you come into this class thinking that you knew, but later realized that your assumptions or beliefs were incorrect or inaccurate? Many of us, we come in with our biases or interpretation of certain things. And then all of a sudden we find out, wow, I was just blatantly incorrect, or I was inaccurate, or there were some inconsistencies in some of the views that I had. And now I have a broader, deeper viewpoint. So I'd like you to really reflect on that. And then what have you learned in this class about the company where you currently work, or if you're unemployed, a previous company where you worked? Now, I'm not expecting you to put the company's name. We don't need those details, but what have you learned about your company? You've been in this class, and the thing is that's the reason why this essay portion, you really should not start, this, early in this semester. It's something that you really do need to start closer to, um, week 13 or so, because you'll have a deeper, broader experience. Week 14, we start talking about employee benefits and safety and health, and then we get into the legal environment and unions and things of that nature. And then, of course, week 16, there's no work, right? So just understanding that you need to have a robust view shared. So making sure that it's not some cookie cutter stuff. I can see cookie cutter from a mile away. So make sure that you're able to reflect on that. Then you'll reflect on what was covered in this class, and what, if anything, you've already applied in your professional or personal life. What I mean by this is I've had students in the past who, from learning in the class what I've taught and what they've read in their textbook, they will apply things in their professional or their personal lives. They'll take some of those concepts, those theories, and they'll actually test them out to see how well they actually work in real time. So, if you've applied any of these concepts professionally or personally, please share this in your essay. Reflecting on what's covered in the class as well as in the hot seat videos, which concepts should more companies incorporate into their organizational structure to better support their employees and the company? And then why do you feel that they should incorporate these concepts? This is important for your essay as a reflection, because many of you have ambitions to be managers, to be business owners, to enter the human resources field. And so you really do need to look through the lens of a corporate leader and say what concepts really should be embedded into that structure. And then why do you think those concepts should be? There has to be a reason for your opinions. So support those opinions. And then lastly, reflecting on all that you've learned so far in the class and watching these videos, hot seat videos, if you could introduce one or more concepts to your current job or to a future company that you build or that you join as an employee, which concepts would you introduce and why? Now, when submitting your essay, you can type directly in the text box that is in the area for the essay, or you can attach a Microsoft Word document. For, typing it directly in, there's a perk because it's just in there, and you don't have to worry about attachments. But if you do type directly in, I actually recommend that you type in a Microsoft Word document and then copy and paste it, so that you don't risk losing it if all of a sudden, your computer shuts down or there's some power surge or something. But honestly, your best bet is to type it in a Microsoft Word document and then attach it as a separate document for grading. And then all you do is just type a brief note within the exam that says, essay attached, a separate document for grading. That is what I strongly recommend. It's easier. You have peace of mind. If there was ever a glitch, guess what? You can easily submit to me the Microsoft Word document. So that's really what I recommend for the essay. But of course, you have these two options. Now, whatever you do, do not restate the words in the textbook. Don't sit back and open up the textbook on, your computer, and you basically just pull some things out from each chapter as your summary. I can catch those a mile away as well. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. And what it doesn't do is it doesn't really tell me what you've learned from the class. It just tells me that you know how to flip through the chapters and pull out some key points. You need to put a lot of thought into this. And I need you to take the approach that you're making a declaration about how this class has impacted you personally and professionally, and how you intend to take the information that you've learned and apply it right now and even in the future. So don't give me cookie cutter. Don't give me some recycled, junk. I need to really see, feel, hear, and understand what it is that you learned from this class. And those of you that have taken previous class from me, you know that this is a totally different format from my Principles to Management class. Totally different format. And so, that experience from that, you have two different viewpoints. So understanding that this is something that I'm, doing differently. I really do want your feedback as to what you learned and how you believe that you can apply it. As a reminder, when you discuss concepts that should be implemented within an organization, whether it's yours or someone else's, please give credit to the sources where you found the information. If you found something and you're using technical jargon, I'm going to flag you, because unless you are an HR professional, executive, you're in the field, I'm going to then say, how is it that you know this jargon to this degree? And I'm going to then ask you, where'd you get your information from? Additionally, understanding that I always put written assignments inside of a plagiarism checker tool, turn it in. So if the plagiarism site flags your paper and shows me that content from your essay has been used by one or more other sources, I'm gonna come back at you and say, hey, you're cheating. That's what plagiarism is cheating. So just like you can't sample a song without giving credit and permission from the writer of the song, I want you guys to give credit. If I write a book, I don't want someone else writing and using my words. So consider that. You should know how to properly cite. You can cite either APA or MLA formatting and give credit. That means if there needs to be a reference page, guess what? Include a reference page. But give credit. Make sure that you double check your work for spelling, grammar, punctuation, and formatting errors. I do not want to see spelling, grammar, punctuation, and formatting errors from adults. I don't want to see it. So I need you to treat this essay as you would a written report for your job. If you were turning this in to the CEO of your company, Would you have spelling and punctuation errors? Would you be writing in all caps? No, you would not. So make sure that it's done properly. Bring your A game. All right? Bring your A game. If you have any questions, please email me at my Atlanta Tech email address. I wish you guys the best. Try to get this in sooner than later. You can definitely hurry up and knock out the hot seat videos and the multiple choice questions and just get those done. And then you can wait the next few weeks to be able to write the essay, so that you can have that comprehensive viewpoint to share with me for the end of the semester. All right, that's it. I hope this has been informative and helpful. Talk to you guys in the course room.